CC. Tell CC give me some black coffee. Yeah. Oh no, what happened to my spaces? Alright guys, where do we start here? You know, I would love to say questions actually, because questions to me is how I can start.
Yeah, no worries. I can ask you one actually real quick.
Of course.
Could you recall your moment of finding God?
Yes, I was 7 years old, and I had a dream of me, almost like I was a protector in heaven. And then from there, I understood that there was a real hand on my life. Every time I trusted, I guess you can say instinct, but it was more deeper than an instinct. It was almost like a knowing. And then when I followed that, it evolved to knowing who God was, who Jesus was, and then it just kept evolving. But yeah, I could pinpoint it was around like 7 years old.
Fair enough. We'll go to hands then if you want to call someone.
Okay. All right. Okay. Boom. Boom. Who do I let speak? Okay, here. You can speak, Xavier. Xavier?
Yeah, that's me. Ryan, was your faith always as strong as it is now?
Yeah, for sure. I was always the kid saying, no, Noah's Ark was real. Somebody got swallowed up by a whale. That's true. I always had 100% belief in the Bible and just in general of just what I felt in my spirit, and I just never let anybody get in between that. And it's really been a real blessing on my life because, you know, I'm able to expose the truth, expose everything, because once you stop living the lie, you could see the truth. The reason why people can't see truth is because either they're holding something in, they have guilt, or they haven't asked for forgiveness yet for the things they've done. I've done all that, and I've been living free, and that's why I could see everything. God has shown me everything, and now I'm exposing everybody. And why do you think I can't be touched? Because I haven't said one lie.
Yeah, man. God's on your side, bro.
Thank you, brother. I'll let Krista speak. Krista, you can speak.
Hey, Ren. I just wanted to say I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm taking Devin in this fight. Just to be clear, I am taking him. But I wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Yeah.
If Canelo and David Benavidez never fight, is that a duck on Canelo's side?
You know, I don't want to really shoot shots at anybody right now. You know, look at would I have already fought Benavidez? Yes, but that's his own business. I don't want to, you know, put anybody down. That's not what I like to do. But yes, I would have already fought Benavidez if I was him.
Very cool. And then my other question is, after Devin, if you're successful against Devin, who would you ideally want to fight next? If it was completely up to you, who would you like to fight next?
First thing that comes to mind is Teofimo. Second thing is me fighting Sean O'Malley in MMA.
How do you think that would go if you fought Sean?
I would beat him. I'm gonna keep it simple. I would beat him.
What did you think of his performance last night against
Chito? He did all right. You know, I mean, it was nice. It was good work. You know, fighting a let's say aggressor. But let's see what Sean O'Malley can do coming forward. You never see him do that. But okay, Krista, I'm gonna go to my friend Patriot.
Hold on, real quick. What's up, brother? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get myself together over here. You go to the next person. I'm coming right back.
Okay, no worries. Kenny, you can talk.
Yeah, what's up, Ryan? Yo, just a quick question, bro. Just for you personally, like, you know, in a sport where I feel like the best of the best, why do you keep taking like hardest fights on the road? Like, is there a reason you're doing it? Is it for legacy? Like, what's up with that, bro?
I mean, hasn't the sport suffered enough? Think about it. You know, as many times as people complain that nobody's fighting anybody, look at me. I'm fighting everybody, and everybody's still complaining. So I'm just showing people that, you know, when you give them what they want, it's always a problem. But look it, my whole thing is I came into the sport to bring back the feeling I would get when I would watch a Floyd Mayweather fight, Oscar De La Hoya fight, or a fight that just made you excited before that bell rang. And I didn't know how I was going to go down, but I knew that if I just listen to the people and just understand and give them what they want, you know, no matter what, you know, I'm doing things for me. I remember a story when my mom, you know, I was in the amateurs. My mom goes, why don't you just go in the lower weight class to avoid X, Y, and Z? I said, why would I do that? I want to fight the best. And I stayed in the toughest weight class, and I became a national champion in that weight class. So that just carried on to where I'm at now.
Yeah, you're a legend, brother. Keep working.
Everybody's talking too loud in the background. Okay, Amber, you can talk.
I don't have my hand up. I'll ask you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
fine.
did.
I'll ask you a question. So you said that you want to fight in MMA, but you put out a tweet yesterday saying that like MMA fighters shouldn't cross over into boxing. What makes you think that you can cross over into MMA?
Well, because it's very unfair for MMA fighters to come to boxing, as we've proven it over and over again. But I think that there's a chance if somebody took it serious, right? A little example is Clifton Shields, who's kind of making noise in I think it's PFL MMA. But for me, I think because of my determination and my natural ability to catch on to things, and people don't know I've been wrestling for a long time, for years now, and I'm doing really well. So if I put my mind to it, I'm talking about, look at 3 months of rigorous training, I can't say that word, but you know what I'm trying to mean. And if I dedicate myself nonstop to MMA, I think I could pull it off. Now, look at, people call that crazy. They called Deion Sanders crazy when he went from basketball to baseball. Oh, no, it was football to baseball. So maybe I could do it. Why not?
I think it's just like some form of like healthy delusion, like your mindset, your mentality would help you get there rather than...
It's only delusion if I can't, if I don't do it. It's delusion. Like how could it be delusion if I really pull it off? You know what I mean? Like, I guess you could say healthy delusion, if you want to call me delusion.
Just in the sense of like delusion, like in terms of healthy delusion in terms of like...
There's been boxers who have Holly Holmes was a boxer, and she became a world champion in the UFC.
Well, there you go. So it's not far-fetched. I think people probably, because I don't know, maybe it's...
The striking, what's up, Ryan? I'm back. The strike, what he's saying, what Ryan's saying is, the striking is different in boxing and MMA. Like when Floyd got in the ring with Conor McGregor, it's a big difference from when McGregor was hitting Floyd and Floyd was hitting McGregor. Like, we strictly in boxing just work on the striking, the punches.
Yes.
So when Ryan throw a hook, it's different from when somebody from MMA throw a hook. You know what I'm saying? That's the smaller way to put it.
And because, they have to worry about, they have to worry about kicks, etc., takedowns, so they can't deliver the type of punches we can. We're fully confident you ain't going to kick me. You know what I mean? So we could transfer all of our energy into that punch. I will say Sean O'Malley is pretty good at striking, but so was Conor McGregor. And then when he got in the ring, they weren't too powerful.
Yeah, right. Think about this. If you can dodge, and we're slipping punches, right? If you can dodge a punch, you can see a kick coming a mile away.
That's what I'm trying to tell people. I've had people try to kick me before. All they do is pick my hand up, block. Okay, they say calf kicks. Okay, well, let me learn how to check. They can't be that. I mean, it could be hard, but people that have trained in MMA all the whole time still can't check a kick all the time. Sometimes you gotta just take that bitch. I'm sorry, excuse my language. Sometimes you gotta take it. And it is what it is. My bad, guys. But it's hilarious. Can I learn how to check a kick? Yes. Can I learn how to sprawl? I already know how to do that. Can I learn how to defend submissions? I'm pretty sure I can. So to me, it's not far-fetched.
But the punching is definitely different. Like, if you're trying to kick somebody, we can catch your kick. Once we catch your kick, you don't want to feel one of these straight rights or left hooks from a boxer that know what they're doing.
Hey, bro, with 6-ounce gloves, I don't think you want to. I mean, that's
what I'm saying.
I mean, or whatever, 4-ounce gloves. Hey, young D-Lo, you can speak.
I can speak?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Alright, I'm gonna ask you like a weird question, but like you gotta like listen to it. You feel me? Alright. Did you lose against Tank or did like Tank win?
Did I lose against Tank or did Tank win? I think those both are true. It's a true question.
Nah, you gotta like listen to it. Like,
okay. All right, go.
I already said it.
Okay, did I lose against Tank or did Tank win?
You know what? You gotta,
what is that? A trick question?
Bro, somebody help me here, bro.
Nigga, just think, bro. You're not thinking, bro.
Bro, I was trying to think, bro. You got me
let him answer it. He did the question. Take your time, bro.
I am. It's like a riddle.
Yeah, riddle.
Well, I mean, like
I
you
would
saying,
say
like,
hindsight 21 because you don't lose, but that's a good mentality.
Alright, hop off this meat, bro.
But I'm just saying, like, if that's the first impression, like, you pick that off in 30, you're
I'm
going to
straight.
probably
But Ryan beats him at 140, you know that. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. So if that's the question you're saying, yes, Tank won because he won in negotiations.
Ah, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm being real, bro. Look at. At the end of the day, everything I said is fact. If it wasn't true, it wouldn't be so. Look at. Am I man enough to say I signed the contract? Of course. But I'm also going to be man enough to say that was some stuff that I think 99% of boxers won't take. And I didn't need to take those clauses in my position. I had money. I had everything. What I didn't have was the trust of the people that I was going to go in there and get in the ring amidst all the things that they put against me. Now, if you guys could get in the ring dehydrated and almost on the verge of basically dying, then you could speak on how I felt in the ring. At the end of the day, I know what I was up against. I did it for boxing. I sacrificed my well-being so the sport could propel. And you see, after that, Errol Spence, Crawford got in the ring, and many other people started getting in the ring and fighting each other. So, say what you want. I went and changed. I changed the sport on how I thought it needed to be changed. But now I'm good.
Boxing is about politics. That's what they got to understand. A lot of people don't understand the business aspect of boxing. Before you can actually critique somebody for losing, you do have to look into the contracts that they sign. If you dehydrated, if you ever been dehydrated before, you're weak as hell. Look at Errol Spence. Errol Spence is dehydrated. Fine.
If all right, I challenge anybody to be dehydrated and just try to play some basketball. Just try to play some basketball, let alone being in the ring in front of millions of people with pressure all around you. Like, come on. You can't even study for your test dehydrated. Don't even get on me.
I have to agree with Ryan Garcia on that because it's kind of the same sport for bodybuilding too. When you're dehydrating, trying to make weight, going on stage, you're weak as hell. You're paper thin, you're shredded, but you're weak as hell. It's hard to even think. So I could understand what he's talking about. So
Wayne is Jake Paul's biggest fan. Hey Wayne, can you speak?
Yeah, what's up? What's up,
What's up, bro? Tell me about Jake Paul. Come on, bro.
Alright, let me tell you a little about Jake Paul. You know, that's my nigga, you know. I love Jake.
I already know, bro.
I fuck with you too, you know. Look, like, I had you beating the shit out of Tank. You know, fortunately, you know, you were injured. You know, shit happens, you know. You're going to get him at 140. But, you know, I want to ask you a quick question, though. Do you think we can get this dream fight, you versus Loma?
Oh, yeah, we could always run that. You know, I would love to fight Loma. I mean, look, if I fight Tank, I'll fight Loma. I mean, that's not a problem for me. I would love that. I really want to know. I already know who you have for this fight, but who do you think is going to win, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson?
Oh, Jake Paul.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
bro, I bet Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is huge, bro. There's no way Jake Paul is taking this, bro.
Yeah, Jake Paul's not going to knock him out, but I got Jake Paul winning by, you know, split decision, you know?
Oh, Wayne, I want to see your live reaction when Jake Paul gets knocked out. I just want to, exactly. I need to see it, bro. Can you
what's your
record
hate
yourself?
Him, though? What's your
I don't have no hate, bro. My problem is I've let it go too long. He's making a mockery of boxing. He's stealing so much money out of these kids that really put in, and what I'll give him credit to, he is supporting a lot of fighters. I have respect for him. I've known him for years. Who do you think he went to ask him whose house did he go in Victorville to see how to box? Ask him that.
You did help him, you know. Like,
no, I started him off. Who do you think took him to Canelo's gym? Me. I'm the one that started his career. Little did you know. I'm the one that gave him the idea that he could do this and change and make money off it. I'm the one who did it. Why do you think I'm the one that
deep respect with Ryan Garcia now, even though he's young, he's 25.
I'm not trying to knock no other man's hustle down. Let him do what he got to do. But one day he has to see me, Wayne, and then you got to pick who you're going to go for, and I already know who you're going to go for.
A lot of people love he's trying to defend himself at that age, but he's doing a good job.
You're my favorite fighter.
Keep it up.
Hey, this is out there. Wayne, real quick, Wayne. I want to give props to Jake Paul because I'm not going to knock him. Like, he's not, like, he's pretty good, you know, for a new person doing it 3 years. But what I'm saying is, You like Mike Tyson, bro? Like he still is a monster. Like don't you don't step in the ring with something like that when you're a beginner.
Yeah.
The only way Jake Paul wins this fight is if they have it already coordinated for him to win. That's the only way.
Coordinated.
And has that happened in the sport before? Yeah.
But what do you think about Mike Tyson's stamina at this age? If it goes past 2 rounds, I don't see how he wins.
Mike Tyson. I mean, he went a couple rounds with Roy. How many?
That was like 8 rounds.
Okay, so I mean, I think he only needs 4 to beat Jake Paul, but you know, I don't even think he needs 4. I think if Mike hits him one good one, it's over. But that's just me. I've met Mike. Mike is a different breed, bro. When he steps in the room, you're like, all right, now I know why people were scared.
He's scared. He's a monster.
Ryan, what do you think of the Saudi cards? Do you like the events that they're putting on? Do you think that it's good? Do you think it helps the sport as a whole grow, or do you think it's a negative?
I think it's a positive. I don't mind it. You know, as long as it's at the right time. Like the timing situation is what throws me off. Like, you know, I think most boxing is consumed in the U.S. market, if I'm not mistaken. So, to me, it's like I wish it was out here, but again, I don't mind it. I mean, early fights, okay, cool, but I don't think it reaches as much eyes as it can. I think this last fight with Anthony Joshua Nagano, I think that was a success, and I think that's cool.
Hey, before we go to hands, I got a quick question. 2 quick questions actually.
Yeah.
Who you got, Frank or Tank?
I'm gonna go on the limb. I'm saying Frank, because I've been talking to Frank and I've been telling him all the moves, and I've been in the ring with Tank, and I'm not saying I got no blueprint. I ain't saying nothing. I know what I know in the ring. I've seen some things, and I'm just giving Frank game. Now, whatever Frank does is what Frank's gonna do, and Frank deserves all the credit. And I really believe Frank can pull this off, and I'm pulling for him. And don't be surprised if Frank wins. Is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I got Frank winning by KO. And then my second question is, what's your thoughts on, Rolly, defending him and shit? You know,
Rolly low-key has a good heart. He just, he loves to sell fights, and he doesn't care how he does it.
Yeah.
So I don't knock him on that. Yeah. But he does have a good heart. I mean, I've talked to him many times, and he's went through some struggles, and I've been there and be like, yo, what's up? And, yeah. He's cool, but he should have took that fight with me. I mean, he should have took that fight. But, you know, let God's will be done, not mine.
Wait, why did he not take it? What was the reason?
Politics, brother. I'm not going to get into it. Politics.
Fair.
You can go ahead, Ezra.
Yo, Ryan, can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
It's kind of crazy talking to you, bro, because you're up there as, my favorite boxer currently. I'm still with Devin Haney, which is because it's 2 of my favorite boxers fighting. But the question to you, brother, is what is a dream fight for you? And the second question would be, I know Chris had talked about Saudi Arabia. Would you ever fight in Saudi Arabia?
I think the fight for me, and because they go hand in hand together, some things come in confirmation. Here's the confirmation. Boom, dream fight, Manny Pacquiao. Where could that happen? In Saudi Arabia. So that's my dream fight, and I'm prophesizing that it's going to happen.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Wait, wasn't that supposed to happen 2 years ago? There's a post made and everything.
Yep, it was supposed to happen. There's actually talks that it could still happen. Remember, there was an article that came out that Manny Pacquiao is willing to come out of retirement for Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, or Conor McGregor.
Isn't he on it then?
I think he might. I mean, that might be the move, but you know, I think our fight is bigger.
That's boring. Ryan's bigger.
Yeah,
I agree.
Wait, can we go to Ryan, please?
Yo, Ryan, I got 2 questions. So, as someone as mentally strong as you, how would you say, dealing with all the mental battles on such a grand scope, how would you say you would have to deal with these stuff? How do you fare with dealing with it?
Well, first comes God. Second comes the wisdom given by God. So what God has shown me at times was to develop a stoic mindset. So some things are in your control, some things aren't. Like if I say monkey, the majority of people have thought of a little bit of a monkey in their mind, just a little bit. That's out of your control. So you let that go. So you start discovering things in your brain that are out of your control, emotions that are out of your control. When you see a sad movie, sometimes it's nothing that's out of your control to be sad. So when I was going through anxiety, depression, OCD thoughts, so many things, when it would come, I would say, well, did I have control over that thought? No, I didn't. So let me let it flow. And do I even have control of this feeling right now? No, I don't. So let it go. What do I have control over? Okay, at this point, I can go on a run. So I would go on a run. And as I would go on the run, I would develop just that consciousness of understanding my thoughts and how to compartmentalize them and understand what was in my control, what wasn't. And then developing that, I gained peace over my anxiety, over my depression, over my OCD, over all the things that challenged me and try to get in the way of God's will. I knew what was happening. God was making me stronger so that I could help maybe somebody that needs it or whatever. God gives you trials so that you lack nothing. So that's exactly what I had to go through. And now look, I'm in a stronger place and I understand things at a more higher level.
I appreciate that. My second question is, how are you doing mentally going into the Devin fight?
Amazing. This is the best place I've been mentally. It's the most in shape I've been. Contrary to what people believe, I've been training. I've been training actually since January 1st. I've never stopped training since my fight with Duarte. I believe that was on December 2nd. And never stopped. I never stopped training. No, it wasn't December 2nd. What day was it exactly? Was it December 2nd? Okay. So I never stopped training. I never stopped, for a moment, all the training I was doing. Ask Derek, ask everybody. We were lifting weights. We never took a day off. Did we travel a lot? Yes. But did we always put in the work? Yes. If I did drink, it was after I worked out through the whole day. I would have a couple drinks and wake up and do it again. So even though I was in the off time, I was training. So I've been calculating a long time, and now I feel so good. I sparred yesterday, looked amazing, strong, and I'm on point. This is the best I'm going to be, and I can't wait for you guys to see. It's 420, baby.
Yeah, and Ryan, I want to follow up with one other question too, right? What kind of keeps you motivated till now? You know what I mean?
Right now, it's just the purpose that God has for my life, and just going with it. Knowing the people are finally hearing the truth, and I just want to keep going, bro. I don't like how everybody was getting away with the things that they were doing across the world, and the things I had to see and witness. That keeps me going. Those children keep me going. Those children motivate me. The children hurting, the cries, all that keeps me going. When I fight, when I'm in the ring, I see that. I see the person. I just, how Michael Jordan used to imagine scenarios. Well, I'm imagining those kids crying, and I come in with ferociousness. Yeah. That's why I make all my sparring partners sign waivers. I'm coming different.
I have a deep respect.
Yo, Ryan, real quick, I just wanted to say something real quick. It's a couple people I did want. They really want to talk to you. I got my brother Michael Corey up here. I got my brother Black Wolf, and then I got my sister MB. If we could just get them three in, brother, that would be nice. Thank you.
Of course. I can understand. No, I have a deep respect for the
kids. Yeah, that's what motivates me.
Also, yeah, I mean,
they're interesting. They're interesting how life is
okay.
Takes you a lot of different roads.
Yo, Ryan, I got a question though.
Yeah.
So, I know after Frank got it, what happened in the post-fight press conference, he said something that, in regards to, he woke up that day and he kind of felt different. He kind of felt like he was almost almost felt like it wasn't his fight to win. When you fought Gervonta, was that you feeling sometimes? Or
yeah. I knew exactly I was gonna lose. I knew why I was gonna lose, and I also knew that just trusting God. Why do you think I came out with the song Oceans? Because take me deeper in waters, make my trust even deeper. Basically, is what the song says.
But you did hurt him though. You did hurt him though. Yeah, I saw you hurt him though. Don't sleep on that. You hurt him in the first round though. Let's not act like we didn't see that. And I like both of y'all. I like you and Tank, but you hurt him in the first round. Like I said, we all saw that one. So you could have very well came out in that fight on top.
I almost pulled it off in the second round. When I hurt him, and he was running to hold me, and he had the most scared face I've ever seen in my life. And he didn't even try to pretend to hug me. He ran to me and almost grabbed my knees. And then on top of that, he told me, word for word, if I drop you like Luke Campbell, I'm gonna go stop you. Like, you could go look back in his interviews. He said, if I hit you with that shot, you're not getting up. One, I got up, and one, he didn't take a step forward when he dropped me. You notice that? Because he knew what it was. He knows what it is. 140, let's run it. I don't gotta say anymore. Javante, come see me. 140, let's do it straight up. No rehydration clause, none of it. When I beat Devin Haney, I'm ready to run it with you right after that.
Ryan, I just got a quick question. Yeah. Hopefully you do beat Devin Haney. We're all voting for you to beat Devin Haney because he's kind of annoying in my opinion. But if you do beat Devin Haney, what are your plans next? And a second part, when you finish answering that question, what do you think of Terrence Crawford going against Chris Eubank instead of Sean Gonzalez?
Can you repeat your first question?
What are your plans after you beat Devin Haney?
Oh, my plans, I touched on it. I would love to fight Teofimo Lopez if I can't get that. Because he likes to outbid himself. He likes to, like, say that he's, he's worth more than he is. And I'm not trying to demean him. I'm just looking at the business aspect of it. He kind of prices himself out every time. That's why he doesn't get a good fight. But if I can't get him, I would love to fight Sean O'Malley in the MMA. If I can't get that, who else is out there? I mean, anybody, bro. I mean, I would love to take a rematch if I could get that next. I love that. And your second question was something about Terrence Crawford fighting Canelo, right?
No, Chris Eubank instead of Boots.
Oh.
Well, how do you feel about that?
I think Boots needs a little bit, more wins under his belt. Because Terrence has already done it all. He's looking for big money, bro. He's not looking for anything else. He's looking for big money. That's it. I mean, that's all you can put it at, bro. He's looking for big money. Terrence already got the undisputed belt many times. He's done what he had to do. He's probably looking to fight Canelo for some big money. Right now, he's in a position to, like, I'm done fighting for legacy, and now it's time for me.
Yeah, but Earl, one thing, I'm interested in seeing a rematch with Terrence Crawford and Earl if it ever happens, because he wasn't, we all know that Earl wasn't really, like, that wasn't Earl. Like, right. We got to run that back.
Mm-hmm. I would love that to happen.
Hey, Ryan, who you got, Rolly or the Chihuahua? Pitbull?
Chihuahua. I don't even care about that fight. They both did me dirty. I don't even want to give them no clout like that. Like, they did me dirty. They swept it under the rug on the last minute on me, literally hours before. They literally told me the fight was going on, and they word for word gave me their word. So at the end of the day, I felt like that was the most disrespectful thing that's happened to me in my career, and we just move forward. I'm gonna take 3 more questions and then I'm out.
All right, look, hold on. Let's go to Black Wolf first, and if we can get him a V up here real quick, MVV, can you request the mic, please? And then we got Michael Porter. Can we do that?
More power to the kid, man.
Yo, what's going on, Ryan?
Deep admiration and respect for the kid now. He's got to go against
biggest question,
lots of
bro,
wolves
is
out there.
what's the biggest reason and what is your intent behind the comments that you've been saying on social media
he is young,
with the Bohemian
but I enjoy watching his matches. He still has a lot to
There
learn.
was no intent about it. I mean,
I love boxing. I've always loved boxing since I was 1. I mean, since I was 5.
There's so many eyes on me right at this moment. And I'm going to shine light on the things that are actually happening, the things that I've witnessed in Hollywood.
Today it was fun.
Little kids are getting trafficked. They're getting auctioned off, and they're going to islands, and they're part of these weird, weird packs where they're blackmailing rings, where they'll do horrible things to these little kids, and then they'll come together and just basically saying, if you snitch, I'm gonna snitch. So we're together and we're rich. So let's never snitch on each other because of this bond we have. So yeah, I'm tired of it, and I want to expose the truth, and I don't care.
Hey, shout out to you for that, man. I want to stand with you on that fight. And my second question was, how do you balance your online fame and popularity with your boxing career and personal life?
Just make sure I'm training hard, make sure I'm getting the work done, making sure I'm sharp in sparring, looking at the truth, and that's it. I don't try to overcomplicate it. If I have time to talk, I talk. If I don't have time to talk. There ain't nothing else to it. If I got to put in the work and I can't hop on IG and talk to the people, then it is what it is. If I think I need space away from it, I will. If I feel like I'm straight, I'm straight. That's all I do.
Nah, that's real, bro, for sure. I sent you a big follow. Thanks for answering those. I really needed that.
Hey, I kept telling people, Ryan. I kept telling everybody that you know, like nothing mentally was wrong with you and stuff like that. You're focused on your fight. You just want to shed light on it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
And that would make, bro, that would make anybody frantic if everybody was acting like it wasn't happening. I'm like, nah, bro, y'all acting like it's not happening, bro. Like,
the crazy people are the ones that start to ignore it, bro.
Yo, the crazy people are the ones that are mad at me for exposing pedophiles. Like, that's crazy, though.
That's weird. That's weird, bro.
That's really weird, bro. What?
Go ahead,
you're taking a big leap there.
Go ahead, MV. Hold on. We got MV and then Michael Corey. Ryan, I appreciate you for letting me up here, brother. Go ahead, MV.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much, Patriot J. Ryan, we're on your side. I have a son your age, and when you speak, you just make my heart, like, just want to hug you. And I hope that you have people hugging you in the background, just being there for you and the support. If they're not, just know that we are. My son called me the other day. He heard about what happened to you, and he called me, and he's 25. He said, Mom, he said, I cannot believe that Patriot got to speak to him. He said, I've been his biggest fan since I was 10 years old. You know, please, if you guys can, let him know that I support him, I see him, and I believe him.
Oh, man, tell him, I don't know, did he give me his name? I'll shout him out right here.
His name is Shane Courtenay.
Hey, Shane Courtenay, and I appreciate you, young king. And, you know, it's actually a blessing for people to see the truth. So you're already blessed. You're already anointed. You're already ready for your walk. And I just, you know, keep going. Keep listening to your mom. You do what you got to do. And, you know, you're already a great kid in my eyes. And just, you know, keep the fight. Keep listening to the truth. And don't let nobody discourage you. That's it.
Thank you, MV. Thank you, Ryan. Michael Corey, and then that's it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you can go one actual one.
All right. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Appreciate you, man. I think I just wanted to ask, actually, really curious. Have you talked towards when you finish the fight up, like maybe telling your story and going through it, letting people kind of better understand how this kind of thing comes to be, as important as it is, and how many people and lives that affects?
Yeah, the part of me feels after this fight to just go all in on this and to just tell my story about everything that's gone on. Of course, there's legal things surrounding that, so obviously I have to be careful. But as far as like just telling my whole story, yeah, that's in my mind. But I would have to have so many parameters set up to make sure I don't get in trouble and that the people see the truth. Or I just blow the lid off and tell everybody. Or I'd say I don't care, whatever. If I get in trouble,
there's unique ways to go about it too, right? Definition and all that kind of stuff. Creating different characters. Really interesting, and you know, definitely think it's good. You got a lot of eyes on you. So best of luck, man. Keep going.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Ryan, if you need any help with co-hosting future spaces, just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know too, Ryan. I'll send you DM.
Can we hear from
DM you.
Gino, he did. Right. Can we hear from Wayne quickly? Last question.
Wait, hold on. Let me send you.
He could ask the question, but I'm not gonna answer it because I gotta go.
Yeah, so all I want to say is good luck on your fight and knock that nigga out, type shit,
Thank you.
All right, so I was Ryan Garcia watching his X. I just joined his X actually, and I was listening to the conversation. Trying to understand this whole how to work this X thing. And Elon Musk did a great job because anybody could jump into the conversation to listen to them. And I'm listening to Ryan Garcia's conversation. So later on, once I get used to it, get my feet wet, how to work and navigate the X, I'm going to start talking to Ryan Garcia and the Patriots are not there because we are definitely in a war, a spiritual battle, a spiritual war. And God picks his kings to move all the chess pieces, and who's gonna fight this evil empire that's going on. So read between the lines, like there's only so many things you can say on to, but that was a very, very great. It's a very great interview, I guess, with Ryan Garcia next. So anyway, thanks for joining me live today. So I'm gonna post this up later on my my Rumble and my other platforms. So be sure to check me out. Hit like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Bye for now. God bless. Thanks, me. See you in the next video. Yeah, okay, so I just finished up listening to Ryan Garcia's group meeting on X. I'm still trying to get used to this platform, and it's doing pretty good right now. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. I'll have this posted up later on today. Thanks for joining me. I'll have more videos commentary coming there. Don't forget to hit me up on my social media on IG, LAEntTV Podcast Vlogging, on my Spotify as well, Instagram. I'm now on Snapchat. Still there's so many out there. I'm trying to navigate and trying to understand each function. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. See you in the next podcast. Bye for now. God bless. Godspeed. Learning out. Bye for now. See you in the next video, podcast, vlogging. Ciao.